It's Davido. Obio, my girls. Cash. It's KGYPNL. Lagos City. No cash. Number one. Oh yeah, shocky. Everybody shocky. Everybody say shocky. Everybody go shocky. Oh yeah, show me shocky. Everybody shocky. Oh yeah, shocky.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm here today to do a first impression video for you, and I just thought that it will be a nice thing to do swatches of the palette that I'm going to do my first impression on. And my tutorial today is inspired by this Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. Can we just be silent for a moment? Okay, this palette is all that I like. Warm tones. I really much I am in love with it. Everything about it. Look at the packaging though. Look at the packaging, guys. Very pretty. I'm just so much in love with this palette, and I'm just out of words. That's how much I love it. I really do love the palette. Oh my gosh, I love the palette. Anyway, this palette has 12 shades in here, and the shades are all new from Urban Decay. And like I said earlier, it is the Naked Heat palette. These are the shade range. And so they range from warm to, they're all warm tone, I should say. And I adore these shades. Oh my gosh, look at the shade range. Wow. If you look at the shades in here, you have very nice range of shades that you can use for crease shades for every skin tone. So whether you're a brown girl or, you know, Caucasian or whatever you do have shades here for the crease and also for your outer lay. I know so a lot of people do a tutorial with the shimmer shades, but I decided to go with the matte shades. And look at this. Look at this, guys. Oh my god, I love these shades so much. So dear to my heart. I got a palette like 3 days ago. I purchased it. Actually, this is not a PR package, or else you will see me with what they are showing here on YouTube. But I purchased this palette from UrbanDecay.com. It should be in Sephora. I think it should be in Sephora on the 21st or the end of the month. I'm not too sure. I will put that information down in my description. But let's talk about the shades. They are very, you know, buttery. Some people are saying, or some people did some swatches of the shade and they thought they were ashy. But no, this shade is not ashy at all. I'm not sure, you know, if they use primers before applying the shades or with a brush, or how they apply the shades, you know, to do some samples. But this palette is not an ashy palette. Very beautiful. The shades blended out very well. I mean, you can see, you know, I didn't put that much effort in blending these shades out, and look, you can see how they kind of blended into each other perfectly. But let's go into this first impression. It came in this box in this shade. It's a hard case here that I really like, and it is in a very good size that you can travel with. And it is one of the shades or palettes, I should say, one of the palettes that you will want to take on a trip, because it gives you, you know, everything that you want with not doing too much. And also doing too much, and so I already, you know, in love with it. The palette came with a brush, as most of the palettes do. I did not use the brush though. I don't know why I don't use these brushes, but maybe I'll try to use it. But anyway, it came with a nice size brush. This in here 0.05 ounces, as always, as most of the palettes, I should say. And you know, Urban Decay has their Nikki smoky palette. I have that, and they have some other Nikki palette, nudes or what have you, some other Nikki shades in their line. Future, I will do a swatch of my Urban Decay shadow collection for you guys, and if you are interested in that, please leave a comment down below, and I will decide depending on how many people I have that request that, and I will do a swatch of all my Urban Decay shadow palettes. Do not have in my possession any of their single shadows. I only have the palettes, and most of my palettes believe it or not, are from Urban Decay. I just love the brand. Any of the, like the foundation or what have you, I've tried their primers and all of that, but I need to really try the foundation too, because I tried, and maybe I will do a one brand tutorial if I do get the foundation, you know, in the future. So if you look at the palette here, the palette, the case is very strong. It's not thin as the other palettes. I was filming, you guys, my camera did go off, and so I don't know where I start, but I will start and just continue talking about the palette. And so like I earlier on said, that the palette has a classic look at the mirror, and like I said, I'm so much in love with it. Urban Decay, they put a lot of work into this palette because it is a little bit extra from their previous palettes. You could, if you hit on the back of their previous palette, you could hear some vacuum in the background, you know, like some emptiness in the case. But now if you hit on here, it feels very firm, and so I believe it is a very strong case. While I'm looking at it, it is a strong case, a very beautiful and well made case that they came up with. Thick, and so that got it looking very classic. The palette came with a brush, and the brush has a dual ends. It's basically two blending sides, not like a shaded brush, but it's one that's used for blending both sides, blending on both sides. For one thing, I heard like on Jackie Anna's review of this, her first impression of this palette, the heading said ashiest palette, because I believe people are calling this, you know, palette a very ashy palette. But this palette, I think one of the reasons that I'm so satisfied with it, it speaks to brown skin. And hey, you know, it's so difficult for these makeup brands to satisfy every skin tone. Sometimes they do create a palette that is more Caucasian friendly or what have you. Sometimes they do have shades in the palette that suits every skin type. Sometimes they just cannot, you know, satisfy everybody by having all of the shades, and so as the result, some people do like the palette, some people don't. And so I will advise, if you would like to try this palette and see what others are talking about, you will want to purchase it and give your own personal review. The whole makeup thing is how people understand the shades, how does the shade look on one's skin. You can pick a lip color and put it on you thinking that it might look like somebody because they're brown skin, but hey, our lip tones, lip shades or lip color are very different, and so the way a lipstick is gonna look on me is gonna look different on someone else. And so it's the same with the, you know, makeup, with the makeup game. So all I'm saying is, if you like a palette or if you like something, it's best to just try it before you criticize. At least trying it will give you an idea on if it is a nice palette, if it is very ashy, if it is buttery, does it address, you know, your liking and all of that. And so that's that's all I have to say about this palette. I do have some swatches on here, and I would like to show you. So these are the swatches, and I have here, I have Orange, Chaser, Sauced, Low Blow, Lumber, He Devil, Dirty Talk, Scorched, Cayenne, Infielgo, Ashes, and last but not the least, Ember. These are the shades, and I think you can see how pigmented they are. The pigmentation is great. I need to learn how to swatch shades, okay guys? I don't know, something's wrong with me. I don't know how to do it, but you know, everything is a learning process. That said, we are going to jump into my tutorial. The shades that I use will be shown on the screen as I, you know, go ahead. I did a talk through for you guys, and so let's get into that tutorial. Show.com, STERLYSHOW.com. I'm gonna leave it right down here. I'm gonna leave the link down here. Anyway, so this is my tutorial for today. I filmed a tutorial on this look, and I'll probably have it up before this empty video, or they'll both come up together. And that is all for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.